another one.
What's good, the PC gang? Typical now. Back in it, I'm back at a slapper. Crazy video, you feel me? Gotta be consistent, code on that chat, you feel me? Make sure you subscribe and do that good stuff. Today we'll be carving, today we'll be peeping what your hands be doing for blasters.
Sensational.
We're gonna be carving what your girls be doing in the club for the niggas that have money, blasters, you feel me? So without any further ado, let's get straight to it. Gang. Let's start.
He sleeps on the floor. So I started hearing these sounds like on the carpet.
Mina, ngiyongena ngiyapima la FM show. Ayihlala nto.
He was giving me lunch money every single day, you guys. Listen. So suppose I flexing or was I not learning IT like see I'm a movie. I was like, what's up movie was like so what's the movie?
My head, I think like your mind just tends and you become I wonder how zombies are, or maybe dogoloshis are.
Okay, first of all, before we watch the video, shout out to Melusi Chubani. Shout out to Melusi Chubani for the video. Without Chubani, this video was not gonna be here. Make sure to go subscribe to Melusi Chubani. Shout out, yeah. This is Chubani's video that I'm reacting to. It's not mine. You feel me? Yeah. Let's peep. He's powerful, guys. He's powerful.
The appeal of
Have you got the nerve to stand there and expect me to believe that you don't want to marry my son for his money?
It's true.
Then what do you want to marry him for?
I want to marry him for your money.
There.
the appeal of money, fame and riches is so strong, but to what length are you willing to go to get your hands on all of these things? They say selling your soul for riches is a conspiracy, but you, my friend, you are here on this video because you have always suspected the truth. You know there's forces out there that will place the highest bid on your soul and will even give you millions and millions of dollars or rands in exchange. What you're about to hear today may sound far-fetched or too good to be true, but believe me, my friend, using sorcery and witchcraft to build wealth or get large sums of money is a real and everyday thing this side in Africa. I don't know much about the American and European scene, but I've heard of a belief system called Santeria, which closely resembles what we will talk about today on this video. Using witchcraft to steal someone's luck or someone's innate ability to build wealth, and using that stolen luck to make yourself wealthy is a real thing and a real normal everyday thing that humans do here in South Africa and Africa as a whole, honestly. The things these people have to do to maintain their wealth often involve sick and twisted things they have to do with extremely beautiful women. These matters have so much information, so I didn't really know how to structure this video, but I'll try to give you information you can digest in one go. So for the sake of understanding, let's say there's a girl called Michelle.
Okay, Michelle.
Flipping Ferrari, bro. When this beautiful car pulled up from behind her. From the side of her eye, this car looked like a Ferrari. She didn't even have to be a car enthusiast to notice a flipping Ferrari, bro. This guy driving the car must have a lot of money. The thought crossed her mind as she was avoiding taking a direct look at the car. The guy said hi, and so she decided to talk to him, and they eventually exchanged phone numbers. The very next day, he takes her out to a lavish location, which makes her feel uncomfortable. She has never been to a place that looks this sophisticated. With a small glance, she sees a bill and notices there are 6 zeros on that bill. This guy just spent more than 100,000 rands just for this dinner alone. Michelle and this guy get to know each other even better as the days go by. She eventually visits his place and sees this unbelievably beautiful mansion in Sandton. She starts to picture her potential life and the life she might have with this man in this massive house. It sounds like a good, normal, everyday love story, right? Well, this is where things go south. One night comes along, Michelle is walking towards the bathroom and she is about to pass this one room she has never seen open. Of all the rooms in the mansion, this is the only room she has never seen the door even slightly open. So she comes to a complete stop as she hears it. That sound, that hissing, getting closer and closer, moving ever so close towards the door. Fear fills her body. Thoughts suddenly hit her. Being an African girl, she knows. Oh, she knows what is happening here. She now understands how this man built all this unbelievable wealth. I know most of you are probably wondering, what the heck is this story even meant to achieve? Well, you are about to be enlightened on this very, very short journey. The story you just heard is a story of most people who encounter amadoda and Isthwalo. Or should I say, men with Isthwalo. Men carrying a heavy...
Yo, chance, niggas be doing anything for money, anything for the mommy and stuff. I mean, I don't judge, you feel me? I just have my morals, I have my beliefs, that no matter what, I will never, ever, ever do that for money, you feel me? Nor ever, ever, ever do it for anything. Like in general, I would never, dog. I would never.
burden for the sake of getting riches and wealth. Hopefully by the end of this video you will have somewhat of a picture or somewhat of an understanding of what happens when you carry such a burden or when you encounter someone carrying it. Many of you might get angry at me. Some of you will flood the comment section telling me about how uneducated I am regarding these matters. But believe me when I say, I know more than enough to tell you reasons to reconsider these extreme measures. Before we dive deep into the first part of my research, I know some of you are asking, what is Isthwalo? You now understand based on the name that it's a burden, but you still don't understand what exactly is this burden. Why is it called Isthwalo? After all the research I've done in the past few months, there are many forms of this spirit called Isthwalo. Whether we all admit it or not, when it comes to these specific spirits, you all sign some form of contract, and these contracts vary in the level of how extreme they are. I say they all have contracts because there is some form of terms and conditions and eventual consequences. The specific ones we are talking about on this video are the ones that are used to amass wealth, maintain wealth, or gain fame. From what I researched, the ones that bring these types of contracts are the snakes and amadoda, the boys, living spiritual beings with the purpose of living in order to fulfill your purpose or desire. Isthwalo is basically what you Europeans and Americans call joining the Illuminati. The term Illuminati makes it seem cool to hand out your soul over to these spiritual beings. I swear, these are not fairy tales. These are things we live with every single day. Some of us have awareness of their existence, but some of you don't. So I'm sure you now have somewhat of a small but useful understanding of what Isthwalo actually is.
Ngithi mina nginaso. Osukwazi ukukhetha manje ukuthi cha. Hayi ngeke. Umntanami ngeke usindi hayi ngeke angishaya umjororo. Umjororo akaza kangilaleli kwamina nje umjororo.
Do you notice I never said anything about these things not working? That's because they actually do work. Believe me, I may wholeheartedly oppose these contracts, but I can tell you with confidence and certainty that they definitely work. They work because you stand to lose more than you can gain. When you hear rumors of Hollywood celebrities like Jay-Z, Beyonce or Lil Wayne being linked to the Illuminati, then believe me, there's definitely truth in there being Hollywood celebrities who use contracts with these spiritual beings to gain fame and riches. But we may never truly know who exactly signed those contracts.
But I'm gonna tell you 3 rules. And if ever we have a mistake to this thing, you're dead. What's first? Do not scream. Do not do anything. Just relax.
Oh nah, she has experience. Oh nah. Mind you, this is somebody's harm, boy. Yo, that's tough. It's a long day.
And
It's a long day.
open your legs.
I saw this video of this girl explaining how her friend had to have intercourse
Open your legs. What now?
with a snake. I know some of you who are not African are asking, what do you mean by sleep with a snake though? I know this sounds like a prelude to some sort of murder scene, but no, it's actually not. This is the expense that comes with the luxury of getting the soft life that these blessers provide for these girls. They enjoy this because he will give her that car, he will buy her that house, he will give her that Louis Vuitton bag that she has always dreamt of. Honestly, I don't even blame these girls. Our world is so full of suffering that it would be unfair for me to judge someone that just wants to be financially secure, but going to these extremes is not worth it. Messing with black magic, messing with witchcraft has a very hefty price to pay.
Awukhali ukhalelani ngoba uyazi vele wena ukuthi usuke vele usuhlinhluphe kayimnandi. Abantu abafuna ukuthwala bezeke imali ukubachitha isikhathi. Futhi angifuni umuntu ozomcafazela, ngifuna umuntu othatha into ngisho isiqobo uduka ngakhali.
I've always heard of terms like Ultwala and Illuminati from a very young age. Remember the times when we were kids afraid to watch music videos by Chris Brown, like the songs Look At Me Now, Ladies Love Me, I'm on my cool J, and the song by Drake and Lil Wayne called Love Me. Don't you got that fire, and these hoes love me like Satan. Those times when those songs were very popular, songs like Lollipop, but we would hear rumors of these people being in the Illuminati. Like, why else would they be so popular? Why would they be so revered and worshipped by the masses? Have you ever seen in those horror movies where there's always that one room that no one is supposed to enter? Well, these rich men or these blessers here in South Africa always have that one room that always stays closed. That one room that no one has access to except for they themselves. In that room you'll be shocked to find there's a shrine inside, or they keep the snake that brings them wealth.
Thank God I'm not a girl. Thank God I'm not a girl.
That shrine brings them wealth and business tenders with ease. I know this sounds far-fetched to some of you, but believe me, my friend, witchcraft and using sorcery to acquire wealth is a real and everyday thing. And believe when I say these things are not what Hollywood paints them to be. Witches are not what you see on Harry Potter. That is not it at all. Sorcery is a dark and twisted thing that costs people's lives, a thing that damages families. There is no glamour to these things, no peace and no lasting joy. Every contract has terms and conditions. The one these men sign has very little T's and C's. Just imagine having to accept shortening your lifespan or transferring ownership of your soul just for the sake of riches and to get all these girls you've always dreamt of having. It's not worth it, honestly. Even after all the wealth these men have, they never have peace and lasting joy. Even death is always creeping behind and looming for an opportunity to snatch them. There's something fascinating I heard this other girl say while doing all my research on this matter. A rich man will give you anything and everything you want, but you as the girl are the one who will pay for it. The soft life these girls get from these occult money blessers has a very huge price to pay. It never ends well. These guys usually have so much money to splash that it seems unreal. Over 100,000 for a single dinner with a girl. Can you imagine yourself doing something like that? That is kinda extreme to me, honestly. Again, I'll put emphasis on this. The name Isthwalo says it all. You are choosing to carry a heavy load, and eventually it will crash.
Nah, it's a long day, boy, I won't lie. It has to be the longest day, dog. I don't lie. Personally, I wouldn't do it. Hey, man. Yo, hey. I don't even have words to say to end the video because now we are born, I'm she die.